Good morning, Helen Kimber here on behalf of 3D Leisure. We're going to do a 30-minute HIIT class. I hope you're well. Please make sure that you've got plenty of room in the area that you're going to be working. Also, it's a really good idea if you have got a drink, just to keep yourself nice and hydrated during the workout. I'm going to be doing 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. It might be 12 seconds depending upon how I feel this morning. It's a really lovely day, very frosty out here in deepest darkest Lancashire. So hopefully you've got back to some sort of realistic routine with another step forward with our lockdown progression. And as we do the workout, if you do have any injuries, be really mindful of those, listen to your body, and I will do my best to give you ideas of how you can increase the consistency or the resistance of the workout or decrease it depending upon how you are feeling. So we're going to get started. As I say, I'm going to be using the Tabata timer. So we're going to just get started doing just some gentle warm-ups. Let's get going. Okay, so we're just going to, this morning with our workout, we're just going to march on the spot. So when you're marching, just really swing everything, really loosen everything out, and just have a bit of a warm-up. And then as we're going through, maintain an engagement in your abs and really try and lift your knees up as high as you can, rather than doing this. So really march and lift those knees up and down as much as you can. And then in a moment we're going to start swinging our arms like this, okay? So just a bit of fun. Also very good for the mind, so really swing those arms first of all. And then have a little rest. I don't know why that's not. Let's see, okay? And then we're going to start now swinging our arms. So we're going to swing our arms, circles. Really good shoulder work. And it makes it feel really strange. And then we're going to swap direction. So we're going to, and again, feel your abs really stretch and keep lifting those legs up and down and swap direction. And swap direction. 2, 1, have a little rest. So our next one, just again to keep warming up, we're just going to do some flowing lunges. So we're just going to lunge gently, flowing lunges like this. Okay, we're just going to flow and lunge. So we'll do this just on one side, and then we'll swap. And again, but sometimes I do lunges more dynamic. These are just gentle flows. And we're going to swap legs now. Okay, swap legs. Maintain really good core alignment if you can. And again, if you want to swing your arms, just to give yourself some swinging arm shoulder work. It's really good. And 5 seconds more, 3, 2, 1, just rest it out. So again, done a little bit of a warm up there. And then last one, we're just going to step out wide. And we're going to go like this in preparation for another move that we're going to do later. Okay, so we're going to reach up and then swap arms the other way. When you're doing this, see if you can keep the weight of the outside edge of your feet on the mat. So, and stretch up and then swing your arms the other way. And see also if you can focus on pushing your knees out to your little toes. Really good for hip flexors. And when you come up, squeeze your bum cheeks. Keep those abs engaged. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we've done a bit of a warm up. Have a little drink. So we're going to do, excuse me, some different sets of exercises. We're going to do about four groups of exercises, and in each group there are 3 rounds, or 3 different exercises, and we're going to do each group twice. So we're going to do the first one, we're going to do goddess jacks, we're going to do some ab cycling of our legs, and then we're going to do some press-ups, and I'll give you some alternatives. Then we're going to repeat that, then we're going to go on to the next set of exercises. So with your goddess jacks, just a bit similar to the warm-up that we did earlier, only if you want to do jumping jacks you can do, that's absolutely fine, but with the goddess jacks, you start in a little squatting seat. I'll go this way so you can see. You don't go like this, you bend your knees and sit down, okay? And then we go out and we bend, try not to bend forward, we sit down like this, and then we come back. And we go out and we come back, okay? So that's the goddess jacks. Then we're going to go down on the floor, cycle legs. Then we're going to do some press-ups, and I'll give you variations when we get to those. Okay, so we're going to do that twice, okay? So get yourself ready. 2, 1. So we're going to sit, out. Keep going. You'll feel this on your legs, on your abs, on your hip flexors. If you want to speed it up, feel free to do so. If you want to slow it down, you can just sit and step it out. Keep going, really good for legs, abs, hip flexors. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1. Well done. Let's go on the mat now. We're going to do ab cycles. So, lift up your torso here, interlace your fingers and cycle. If you want to do opposite knee to elbow, you can do, making sure knee actually touches elbow. Keep going, keep that torso lifted high, stretch out, alternate legs, really extend. Keep going. 5 seconds. Come up to sitting. We're going to do plank or press-ups next. So if you want to do a full press-up, check that your feet, your heels are pushed right back and your bum isn't up. But don't do a banana back. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes, okay? Shoulders over elbows, over wrists, hands really spread out, and your nose must touch the floor and a full extension. Don't jump into your shoulders. If you prefer to try at the beginning, knees, lift up your feet, but again, don't go like this. drop your pelvis so that you're going like this, and you're still getting really good work on your upper body, okay? So we're going to try 1 round, see how you get on. 2, 1, off we go. Imagine here that someone has got a string and they're pulling your belly button through the back of your spine. Keep your whole torso really engaged throughout the whole of this process. And again, you can do a few, and if, like me, you start to find it really difficult, you can quite easily drop down to your knees and do a few on your knees, rather than doing them incorrectly. 5 seconds, 2, 1, well done. We're going to go back up now and do those goddess jacks again. 3, 2, 1. So jump and out. And really try, if you can, doing here, really going down so you feel those hip flexors stretching, but you're also strengthening those quads and those glutes. Keeping up as upright as you can as well. 10 seconds. 5, 1. Woo! Get down on the floor. Sit-ups, ab cycles. Okay. So again, torso up high. And really stretch those legs out. Again, if you want to, opposite elbow, but I'm just doing normal cycles, making big circles, but keeping that torso up high. Woo. And stretching those legs out. Now, our last round of this group is press-ups, but I'll show you. We'll go up the wall if you want to go by the wall, or you can carry on seeing if you can do your press-up. Okay, so if you decide to do full press-up, that's great. Let me just have a drink. But you might want to try by a wall. So find a wall, shoulder width apart, wide arms and shoulder height. Step back, maintain a plank alignment here, and then you can do a press up against the wall. So that's really good if you happen to have shoulder or wrist injuries. It helps to rebuild and doesn't put as much pressure. But what you need to remember here is full execution, and then get that nose to touch the wall, and then also as well engage all the whole of your torso so you're not putting any pressure on your lower back. Keep squeezing those glutes, engaging those abdominals, and really fully execute, and then let that nose touch the floor without elongating your neck. Okay, so that's two rounds of that first little group. The next one we're going to do pulsing lunges, plank to dolphin plank, and then another different sit-up, okay? So, pulsing lunges, we're going to pulse like this. Check that you've got a nice straight shin and that you grind the weight of your big toe of your back foot into the floor so you're not weakening your ankle, so good there. Engage those abs. We'll pulse one side, we'll pulse the other, then we'll go from plank to dolphin plank, and then we'll do another abdominal one, okay? Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So, pulsing here. Now again, keep your torso up, nice and straight, rather than going down like this. Try if you can to keep as upright as possible. And again, if you do, you'll feel a lovely stretch here as well. So, keep yourself upright and engage those abs. And if you want to, swing your arms a little bit, gives you a little bit of shoulder work, makes a bit of a breeze as well, if it's warm in the room where you're working. Okay, little pulsing lunges. 8 seconds. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Step it out. Prepare for the next pulsing lunge on the opposite side. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Keep going. You'll start to feel this now in that front thigh, or in the leg that's at the back, the front of the thigh of your back leg. Keep grinding that big toe of your back foot in. Nice straight shin, remember. Swing those arms if you want to. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1. Step it out. Just have a little rest. Have a drink. We're going to go down to do plank and dolphin plank next. Keep having a sip of water so that you keep hydrated. So our next one is plank to dolphin plank. And again, if you find this really challenging, you can go like this, drop your hips, and then we're going to do dolphin plank, up to plank. Or you can do the full version, but again, try not to keep your bum in the air, try and drop that pelvis and engage the whole of that torso. So we're going to do plank to dolphin plank. Okay, let's go. Try not to dump into those shoulders. Off we go. And again, see if you can lead with opposite arms each time you do a round, because it's easy to always lead with the most dominant arm. My dominant arm is my right arm, and I have to really check in that I sometimes have to make myself remember it's always opposite arms. So I go right, left, and then lead with my left arm. Off we go. Have a little rest. So our next one, we're going to do another abdominal one. We're going to do our Pilates 100s, which is you lie down, you lift your torso up, you lift your legs up, and you take the palms of your hands and then go down and up like this. If you just want to do torso, you can, or you could do legs and torso. So 50 seconds. Make the most of these 5. Okay. Off we go, lift up and really engage that body. Don't forget to breathe. Keep going, just keep telling yourself that you're really strong. Keep going. Few more seconds. Oh, well done. Okay. Have a little rest. We're going to go back up to our lunges. So just get yourself ready. My laptop's decided to go to sleep. Okay, so we're going back up. We're going to do pulsing lunges, plank to dolphin plank, and then we'll do another Pilates 100s. Okay, so if you want to change your lunge, you can, and you can do more of a deeper lunge this time. So you might want to give that a go, a deeper lunge. So again, you just get a bit more of a stretch. But again, make sure that you're not going forward and coming up. Make sure that you're bending both legs and stretching, and squeeze the glutes, engage the abs all the time. And then again, swing your arms if you want to, or you can just do your pulsing. So again, there's lots of variations that you can do to add on, using slightly different muscle groups. But it's all really good body weight exercises, and using that heart, get that blood pumping around your body. Let's swap sides. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So again, try a variation of a lunge. And it doesn't have to be really, really fast to give your heart benefit. With HIIT training, they say, 50 seconds or so many seconds of work with a rest. And just to really just increase your heart rate and work it and then release it for a rest is really good. But in order to get the most of your muscles, you need to also execute the moves correctly. Okay, rest out. We're just going to go now down onto the mat. We're going to do our plank to our dolphin plank. So again, think of the variations that you might want to do, and let's see how we get on. 2, 1, off you go. Keep engaging that abdomen. Squeezing those glutes. Remember, alternate arms. Lead with one, then the other. Two, one. Just rest out. Okay, so we're going to do now another set of our Pilates 100s. Then we'll just probably get the time to do a couple of stretches, but I'll show you a little pulsing stretch that you can do, and then have a little other stretch out because it's 5:20 already. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Pilates 100s, off we go. Lift up. You can flex your feet or point them or play around. Keep going. A few more seconds. Well done. Okay. So, we've just got a few more minutes. So what I want to do is just do one more little set, but to do some side stretches and pulses, which again, you can always do these with a kettlebell if you want to, but I'm not going to show you that today. We'll do that perhaps another time. So stand yourself up and put the heel of your right foot in the instep of your left foot, and then make a big stride so that they stay the same. And then push your pelvis forward and twist so your shoulders and your hips are straight. And then we're going to pulse down, but don't stick your bum out. Okay, we're going to keep pulsing down, and you'll feel a lovely side stretch and also a stretch here. Okay, then we're going to swap sides and we'll just do a little stretch out. Okay, really good for sides and hips and abs as well. Okay, so we're going to try to push this hip forward and gently pulse. It's good to do this against a wall because then it stops you from sticking your bum out. And it's really great for abdominals. If you want an extra stretch, take that arm across the top of that ear. Keep pulsing. And again, when I said you could do it with a kettlebell, you can hold a kettlebell in this bottom arm if you want to, or you could even hold one in the top arm. But you should by now be feeling a really good side stretch here and a stretch around those hip flexors. Come up, use those abs to come up. Swap legs. Okay? Check your alignment. Hips facing forward, shoulders square, and stretch down and pulse. And again, if you want to add to that stretch, take that top arm across. Don't stick your bum out. Push those hips forwards. Feel that stretch in the side. Keep pulsing. You're better off not going as far, but keeping that shoulder and that torso up nice and straight. Feel those abs working. Feel a nice stretch here. Keep going. Lift up using those abs. Well done. Okay, as soon as we stood, we're just going to do a stretch out. Take your feet hip width apart. Tip from the hip, bend your legs. Place your hands on the floor and then stretch those legs. Let your head hang loose. Breathe in and then exhale and feel the weight go on your front toes. Well, you've got no back toes, the front of your feet, and just feel that stretch in the hamstring. Breathe in again and then fold yourself forward a little bit more and feel that stretch. And then gently roll up. Use your abs, roll up, roll up. And then just kneel yourself down. Stretch that shoulder, arms out, look across. Balancing on your toes. And then stretch the other arm across, keep balancing. Swim a breaststroke, keep balancing. Interlace those fingers and squeeze a pencil between those shoulder blades and lift up those arms and lift up your chin, keep balancing. Keep balancing, come up, and then we'll do a happy dance. Happy, happy, happy dance. I will say Om Shanti. Well done. Have a really great day. Have a really great week. Hope to see you on the mat on yoga on Thursday, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care and thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.